What's going on, people? Assalamu alaikum. What's up, baby E? What's going on, bro? How you doing? What's cracking? Y'all not out on a Friday night? What's cracking with you? What's up, MT? What's going on? What's going on with you brothers, man? Y'all see Gumby been going on. Gumby been going on platforms, man. He been talking about Big U a lot. Y'all see that? I'm like, man, but you know how that go, man. I seen a dude talking about me today on uh yeah, he off the hook on Calvin. I said, damn. And then I seen the boy Rich Trapper went down there to the federal building like he was doing something. The paper that I showed, on the beach with all when they was going back to court and who went to court, he went down there and got the same paperwork talking about and I heard he talking about I'm disgruntled and I'm like, damn, bro, that dude, he don't even know me, man. What's up, Danielle? Daniel, what's going on? Um, it's crazy. He got the millions when he got out, bro. He got the millions when he first got out. Yeah, he going around, man. He making way. He making some headway. Who is all the Trojans, daddy? Oh, Utex. Oh, you got to be crazy. Get out of here. Then again, yeah. For the last few years, you're right. Um, I don't know how long. I think about. It's been a while. Like 7, 8, 9 years. Was Devil short? Nah, Devil was like 5'7", 5'8", something like that. 5'7", 5'8", 5'9", something in that range. Like, I hope not. I hope that he got 8 million. I hope he didn't 6 or 8 million. I hope it ain't. I don't think you can really do that, man. If you can budget your stuff and. I understand that. I understand that. Utah, yeah, you're right about Utah, bro. Man, Devil was swole though. Devil was like he swole, cut up. He knew how to fight. He was a cool dude, bro. Devil preyed on the weak, not the strong, but the weak. If Devil felt that you was somebody that he had to deal with, he wasn't gonna deal with you like that. If he felt that he can bluff you, yeah, that was the one type of situation. He was a bully type dude. Yeah, but though, Calvin, you can't judge a book like that, man. Just because I think he get high a lot and drink a lot, but uh, you're right, baby. E, you're right about that. But I don't know. Have you ever witnessed a booty bandit get removed off the yard? Yeah, I have. But see, it's up to your car to remove you. If you understand what I'm saying, even though we all black up in there, you still have your own personal. um cars like the neighborhood car, the Hoover car, the gangster car, and stuff like that. But when it comes down to we already it was established that we don't um, mess over each other, but still though they have their own particular cars. So if they have their own particular cars, um, they car dealt with that, whatever internal stuff was going on up in there. Sometimes they dealt with it, sometimes they didn't, and that's just what it is. You guys lucky y'all just some of you guys are up in here. You better be lucky y'all just never been to the penitentiary. You know, right? Exactly. That's right, MT. That's the same shit. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, man. If you rape somebody, you're gonna rape somebody. Yeah, bro. That's the same shit. It doesn't matter. You just might have a little bit more fight with a man, but come on, man. If a man is like 250 and you coming up in there, you a buck 05 and you 125 or something like that, man, pin your ass down. You be fighting for your life. I Wild Bunch, I know. Devil was running cars up in there, bro. Devil had a lot. He had a lot of juice up in there, bro. I don't know why them brothers ain't gave you that history. Wild Bunch, you from Hoover, man. They should have gave you that history already. Right, right, baby E. But I'm just saying, in a small space, a big dude, if he grab you, you're done. Like in a small space, if a man get a hold to you, you're done. Like a cell, like one of them cells, they eat up in there, you're done because it's so much. You have you have when you come in, you have the toilet, and then you have the bunk beds, and then you have all this, the storage on the. It's real small, man. You can barely move around up in them joints, man. So if a dude get a hold to you, man, shit, and you ain't strong into him, you vulnerable like that. Yeah, he had an orange rag. Yep, he did have an orange rag, bro. He had not. He was doing his thing, man. You know, no, he from 5'9". Oh, these Slim said I can't go back to my hood. What hood? What hood is that? I don't even know Odie Slim, bro. Be respectfully, I don't know that brother, man. Man, I go any. Hey, bro, I go anywhere I want to go, bro. A9 family? Nah, I haven't met Sinister from A9 family. Yeah, bro, I go where I want to go, bro. I mean, I go anywhere. See, them dudes don't know me, bro. See, they didn't even do no full background check because if they did, they wouldn't be talking the shit they talking. And I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. A lot of brothers, man, they be, yeah, I know, C-Bop. Um, a lot of brothers just be masturbating at the mouth, and they don't know me at all, bro. And they not even my generation, bro. So if OD Slim would do a full background check, he wouldn't be talking that shit, bro. Cause them brothers over there tell him, man, I will flip him so fast his head would be going crazy. That you ever did? Nah, I don't. No, 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 no prono, no weed, no nothing, no drugs, no nothing, bro. Eight, nine families. I don't know. Mm-mm. Yeah, yeah, baby. I don't know what be wrong with these. You see them dudes. These dudes be internet dudes, bro. And they hear certain stuff that because and they real biased, right? Cause you gotta understand, man. Just because the situation between me and Big U, them dudes is gonna be biased towards me because of Big U, and they so stupid. Big U will talk to me before they talk to him. Talk to one of them, you know. Yeah, I know Big Bam from 111 Hoover. Yep. Yeah, they young. They don't understand that, bro. That brother would talk to me, and I guarantee you, them dudes would be if they was standing there against with him, and I was standing by myself, and they was talking that shit. He'll come on my side, and we'll fuck them up, and then we'll go by our business, and shit like that. So they so stupid, they don't understand the history, bro. They don't know how deep that stuff goes, man. They just be sitting there, just be running out. I heard Rich Trapper say today that dude crazy. He said because you was cool with Big U in prison, nobody rocking with you. Man, dude, I wasn't cool with Big U in prison, bro. We only was on the yard for like 30 days together. What you mean we wasn't cool after that? He don't know what he talking about. He don't bro, he don't even know the history. See, that's why I said when dudes be masturbating at the mouth, that's what dudes do. That's what dudes do. We wasn't cool in the penitentiary. We was cool when we first hit the yard. And then after that, no, it's not. It's hey, bro. He's not misinformed, bro. He's not misinformed, bro. He just don't like. He don't like dudes don't like me because I hang with 600, bro, and which is cool. I don't care. I don't care about none of that. Or are you and the Muslims and a man of peace, but you're running around with? I don't feed 600. I don't feed 600 no information. So you guys, y'all think 600 the only one that he talked to, huh? 600 talked to a lot of dudes in my generation, bro. I mean, a lot of dudes. You guys just don't know. But yeah, I'm not here to explain that though. But hey, dudes can think what they want to think, bro. Well, man, you know what? You got to ask him about that. I don't have nothing to do with me. If you feel 600 got a sealed paperwork, a field case, tell him to go unseal it. I'm not telling him shit. It ain't no concern to me. I'm not committing no. I'm not out here committing no crimes. I'm not out here trying to be around people committing no crimes. So if dudes chose to do that, that's on them, man. If he want to unseal his paperwork for you guys, that's it, man. I don't get into that. I don't get into that. Frank, we don't have Frank number, you know. But these dudes just be on this dude. These dudes be on this internet, man. They be masturbating at the mouth, and they be trying to put Big U on a pedestal, way up here and stuff like that. When we was all rocking together, he was right here with us, bro. Why do people on paperwork so tough, but they do that game, man? I don't know Keith Moss. I don't know. And that Turner, he had 1 foot in and 1 foot out. I know that the brothers, the Muslims, 'cause, Big U's from the nation. I'm not. I'm in our Shari. I'm Shia. So the Sunni in our Shari, the Shias, we was Orthodox Muslims, and we never did recognize Big U as a Muslim up in there. We just recognized him as being a, from the nation, but he never functioned with us up in there. Yeah, they keep saying. I don't know why they keep saying that, MT. Bro, I don't know why. I don't even know why they said that. I don't know why they said that shit. Come on, man. How I'm gonna be scared of a dude and I run with it? I was running with him every day. That didn't make no sense. That just didn't make no sense, bro. I was the mastermind behind everything. It was easy. If I was scared of him, it was easy for me not to even deal with him. That's crazy. He said Notre Dame is better. The studies on the the Innar Shar, the Shia Islam, what made me study it because I followed the household of the Prophet. There's no broken change in the information. That's why, if you understand what I'm saying, like the information that came down from the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, there's no broken change in that. That's why I'm Shia Islam. I chose Shia, be a Shia. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. How do you know Big Bub from Hoover? Yeah, I think I do. I know Big Bub. Have you ever been on your homeboys is the last people you align? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, baby, you 100% percent. But I don't know why dudes we want to be so tough out here. See, these dudes be on this internet. They be thinking that hood stuff is just what it is, bro. Uh, and to be truthful with you, bro, dudes that be talking about me, they couldn't even walk in my shoes, bro. They couldn't even survive up in that shit, bro. I've been time. It been times, man. I've been by myself, in the face of enemies. There have been times, man, that basically I stood against my own folks on the streets and in the penitentiary just because I wasn't scared of them, and I felt that certain things that went on that I wasn't gonna rock with, you know. And a lot of these dudes, they be followers, they be boys, they can't stand by themselves. They need somebody to stand with. So the only thing they have now is like the internet. They'll run to the internet and they'll talk about, um, well, this dude is scared of Big U, or this dude is this, or this dude is that. But they haven't checked my background. And whoever they talk, if they're not talking to nobody in my generation, they can't run no full background check on me, bro. Period. I'm talking about not one iota. They can't even do it, bro. See, what they do is they get second and third hand information from other individuals in their era, you know, and that's what they do. Oh, he did. The same thing with the fag boy Rich Trapper. He went down to the federal building today. Same paperwork I showed the other day. He got it. He talking about, yeah, loose cannon is telling. I've been said the man was a rat. I've been knew the dude was a rat. You know. He said, "Oh, I'm gonna cover Big U trial." Yeah, go ahead, cover Big U trial, bro, because I'm gonna be there. 600 gonna be there. And see, you guys got to understand, bro, that I move in a particular way, right? If I'm somewhere, you can rest assured I got like three, four of my rags somewhere outside, brother, just in case some shit go to the left. That's right, man. They gave you a pass, right, huh, Keith Moss? Yes, that's right. See, that's what I'm saying. See, dudes like you, bro. What's up, Mr. Fire Two? Dudes like that. Dudes like that. When you stand up against brothers like that and you by yourself, a lot of these dudes couldn't handle that pressure, bro. Not back then. Cause back then you wasn't getting no head of fade. You just gonna get the shit beat out of you. You gonna get packed out. And them dudes don't understand that. What's up, GT? How you doing? So right, that's right, AW. That's what it is. So that's how that's why I be tripping off how only NHGs on the roof. Right. I done been in see you've been in the same type of situation as me. That's what I'm saying. A lot of brothers can't stand up under that, bro. And these dudes get on like them dudes like OD Slim, he couldn't stand up under no shit like that. He'll be on the internet just woofing. First of all, let me tell you about these dudes, bro. This is why I know they couldn't stand up under nothing. First of all, they smoke too much weed. That's the first thing. That's the first thing they do. They smoke too much weed. They drink. They get high too much. Right. That's the first thing that they do, bro. They don't train like they supposed to train, bro. But only thing they train is like when they get on the mic, they use their lift and their voice and they masturbate with that, so they train their mouth and stuff like that. But if they get into a real situation, it's like situation and they face with something, bro, they'll be scared, bro, because they not gonna know how to deal with that, man, because they're gonna be so fucking high. They're not gonna know how to deal with it, bro. They're not even gonna be able to process and think properly. you know. So if you're on this internet, it's like when you're on this internet and you complain to be this tough ass dude, uh, that and you complain to be this tough ass dude, or you on the internet like, how do you what fuck this neighborhood, or this gangster, or this dude, somebody gonna test your mental. Somebody gonna make you stand on that. One day somebody gonna make you stand on that because what you're doing, you're bringing out a aura and an energy where where you bring out an aura and an energy where you think you're real tough, but you're really not built like that, bro. A lot of brothers don't be wanting no issues like that, bro. Right, that's right, Robert. They ain't gonna bust. They not gonna bust a grape, man. So you guys got to understand that in this totality, man. Most dudes are not built like that. They're never gonna be built like that, bro. And it's cold, because I grew up playing sports, and it was some brothers, man, that I grew up with in Carson. That I love these brothers to death, irregardless of what's going on. And we wasn't scared of nothing. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't scared of nothing. These brothers taught I was the youngest one, and these brothers taught me how not to fear nothing before I even moved over there to the '60s. Them brothers, I always look up to these brothers, man. They were squares. They got in trouble a little bit, but it not went to the point where what's going on, Keith Thomas? It wasn't like to the point where they was doing more harm than good. They taught me a lot. And it's like when you're around them type of individuals, bro, regardless of we're mad at each other or not, it's always one family, you know. So I was taught a different way. So that's what that be, man. So and when you if you don't have like thick skin, I encourage a lot of brothers don't even just get on the internet, or encourage a lot of brothers don't get in too much crowds and stuff like that, because dude's gonna try you, regardless of what's going on. Right? They all right in that turn. These dudes is on some real life drugs, bro. You know, and I'm knocking on 60, bro. And it is like, dude, if you get in a small space with me, I'm gonna destroy you. Easy, easy. I'm gonna destroy you. And it's like that's why they around here. They carry these big ass guns and shit like that, because they really don't want no funk. But you got to also understand too, bro. A lot of dudes don't go outside their geographical area in their hoods, man. They just stay over there. Right? That's right, MT. You have a lot of them dudes like that, bro. I'm telling you, bro. There's a lot of brothers, man, that sit here and they don't stand up, up under pressure. What's up, HD? What's going on, bro? How you doing, man? We was talking about you today. uh, um, it's like Brothers can't stand up, man. They can't be the man they came to be, man. It's like it takes a man to walk away from certain situations. It takes a man to walk away from that gang. Yeah, it was all good though, bro. HD was all good. What you saying? What about big niggas with weapons like 600 junior marks? Oh man, I don't want to hear about that, bro. I don't want to hear about all that. You ain't marked nobody out, bro. See, that's what I'm saying. See, if you see the comments, some of these dudes, bro, they sit there and they be talking about certain stuff that is not true, and I know for a factual it's not true. So it's like instead of dudes just being genuine and standing on their own too, it's like, dude, you just sitting here, you just popping it, or you going to be a troll or something like that, which is cool. I don't mind. I don't give a shit. But man, come on, man. A lot of brothers, man, they can't stand up under that pressure, man. Even when they get caught up, when they go to jail, they can't stand up under that pressure. That's why they tell, bro. Everybody's not built the same. And to be honest with you, bro, if dudes glorify penitentiary or the county jail or something like that, bro, it's something mentally wrong with him, bro. Nah, he didn't go to court today, bro. He went to court that time like last week. They went to court back to back, but he went to court by himself. He's up to something. He's up to something for sure. Yeah, we already know that already, Keith Thompson. That's like a given. Uh, that's like a given, and but it's not only him, bro. It's a lot of brothers, man, over there, man, that that got down on that case, man. I think some of them are gone already, and I think some of them are still hiding over there in the crevice, hoping that uh, Big U don't go to trial. Because if he go to trial, man, he gonna find out everything. They gonna feed him like surely but surely a little bit, bits and pieces and stuff like that. But but everybody on bail, bro, they've been compromised already. It don't take a rocket science to figure that out. Period. You know, so they've been compromised already. They already been working already. They got picked up way before they picked him up, and like some of them dudes got picked up 2 years before they came and got Big U. So um, and they let him out, and them dudes just out here gathering information because they're gonna say they own ass. So, hey, bro, when you 58, 59, 60 years old, and you facing 20 and 30 years, bro, what the hell you think them dudes gonna do? I'm talking about the dudes around him. Yeah, them two are the only one in jail, Keith Thomas. Oh man. So and that just what that be, man. And the boy Loose Cannon, he talked himself. He just went on. Hey, bro, I swear to God, I ain't never seen no shit like that with him. He just went in there and he just told everything, bro. He told everything that he had going on. He told basically what he had to do. Do you believe for X will just fade out now that Adam 22 has all his enemies on his. No, not really, man. 4X is gonna be okay, bro, because he's a likable type dude. He could do promos. He can protect certain dudes. He can have dudes come to his neighborhood. He can change his whole. He can brand his whole self if he know what he's doing, bro. He don't need nobody else, bro. He already have the motion, man. And then people gonna have sympathy for him anyway because he got hurt. His hand got hurt. So he's gonna be okay, man. He just got to have the right people with him. Mr. 520, I think that just part of his lifestyle. Would this be to classify as a takedown of nope? It's not the takedown of the 60s, it's a takedown of Big U because you got to understand, bro, that Ain't nobody, only but two dudes really is like three dudes is like real six souls on that indictment. So it's Big U, Bear Claw, and I think it's Hop. Everybody else are like non-affiliate type dudes. So it wasn't gonna be no classified. Now, if they would have took the whole section down over there, like 20 or 30 dudes, then that would have been classified as that. So you can't classify that way. They targeted draws Big U for a reason. I don't know why they target him, but they target him for a reason, you know. And I think he would be honest with you. I think he would still be out here. Yeah, Brick Baby's from over there. Yeah, I think he'll still be out here if it wasn't for that murder. I think they'll still be investigating him if it wasn't for that murder. Nah, bro, that's not true. Well, he didn't tell on him. It ain't Keith Thomas. That's the same. Remember that? Remember I gave that thing on the beach. Remember I said. Remember I gave that had that video and I was on the beach and I was holding up that paperwork. That's the same paperwork he got, bro. That's the same. That's the same paperwork. So it's that paperwork is not different. That's the same paperwork, bro. It tells you on there, and I read it. It tells you on there that they have to August 13th to get the discovery, and his next court date, I think, is September 3rd or September 8th, one or two. That's what it has on there, and it has all the defendants' name on one side, then they had all the prosecutors and everybody else name on the other side over there. So that was the same paperwork. See, what it is, man, I think that people was really um, tripping off how you can go to the federal courtroom, and you can put if you got the case number, you can pull up people cases, bro. Period, and you gonna see everything up in there. Especially if it's federal, they're gonna make it public record. And if you have the case number, you can go down there, bro. You can go down there. You just gotta go to the metal detector, take your shoes off, your hat, the jacket, and they're gonna go in there and you go in the records, and you can go in there and it's 10 sheets, it's 10 cents a copy for one sheet. So that's what they do up in there, bro. So you can go in there, you can go on you know the case number, you can pull up the docket, you can pull up the case history, you can do all that type of stuff, and you can find out what's going on in people's case. You can find out if a dude got a proffer. You can find out anything you want to. How do you get the case number? It's easy. You can get the case numbers easy, just like 600 was on his live. Nah, Nat Turner, no. Um, just like 600 gave you guys that case number on his live, you guys can get that and just go up in there. That's it. So he go to court by himself. That dude. No, he went to court by himself that day for a particular reason. For a particular reason, he went that day, and don't nobody really know. And I ordered the minutes on there because you have to order the minutes from that hearing. You just got to find out who was the paralegal in there that day, and you gotta go online and you have to order the minutes. See, I order all that stuff. I be having all that stuff. That's why when dudes be speaking and I hear them speaking, I laugh, but I because they don't know. They speak on things they have no knowledge about, bro, and they don't be knowing. And I just sit back and just let them talk because basically, if I don't want certain information to get out there, I'm not gonna speak on certain information. But I'm gonna speak on who's been compromised for sure. If I get that information, um, a lotto is it's like it's a lot of non-affiliate dudes told on him. Um, and it's a lot of other dudes that told man that haven't been revealed yet. So that's why baby gangster. if you got Hey, bro, like I said, bro, if you guys get a case number, all you got to do is go get the case number and pull it up. They target him because they could see him like everyone else, living a double life, fasting and forgiveness and running the streets. That's right, P. Brown. You're absolutely right, bro. So, if the only one we know for sure that's compromised right now, bro, uh, that I know for sure is the people that's already out on the case and loose cannon. Now, Big U, he has an idea who else is compromised. He just ain't said nothing yet because he don't want to speak on um dudes without no paperwork. So yeah, that's right, Tennessee. He did do that. Nah, bro, that wasn't true. 512. No, that wasn't true, bro. That's a lie. Well, Keith Thomas, like I said, bro, me, I don't have to explain myself about that situation. I'm not gonna insert myself into a situation that don't have nothing to do with me, bro. I don't care about if he did or if he didn't. Um, they can pull the paperwork up for themselves and they can come to a decision if he did or not. Because I really don't give a shit. I don't care, bro. Once a brother get to a certain age, man, I don't view brothers as gang members and police stuff like that. Hey, bro, go get it for yourself and read it, bro. That's all I can tell you, man. Come to your own conclusion, man. It's called the Arabic word is that it's called ikra, ikra. So you read. So once you read, bro, you know how to, once you know how to decipher something. If somebody is telling you something and you have questions about that, bro, and they giving if they providing you the information, take the time out, brother, and find out the information for yourself. Just don't take nobody's word, bro. Just go, you get the information and you go read it. I don't know, P. Brown. It's a possibility, you know. That's a possibility if he's getting out. But go read it. That I encourage you, brothers, to go read and study and stuff like that. Just stop getting on the internet, just like they saying whacking 600 told on Big U. And I know that for a fact, for a certainty, that's a lie. I know that to be a for a fact. That's a lie. Because this is the thing, though. This is the thing that when you guys need to understand is common sense. First of all, Whack R600 wasn't hanging with Big U at that particular time he was being investigated, right? Or was they not interacting with the same people that he was interacting with? So they couldn't tell on him. The only one that could tell the told on Big U is the people that he was interacting with and the people that's on the wiretaps with him on his phone. So you can rest assured that the federal government they didn't step to a lot of individuals that was on the wiretaps, and they probably provided certain information, probably other information. It's probably information still probably going ongoing information and stuff like that. So uh, and things of that nature. Common sense they shouldn't speak on this case. Period. I'm pretty sure these guys didn't get a dime of that extortion money. I don't know, bro. He probably broke some of them dudes off. I don't know. Allahu Alam. I don't know. So that's just what that is, man. But that's just what that be, bro. So I just know, like I told you, man, I know who's compromised in that situation, on that particular situation. Me personally, I'm never gonna say nobody's a rat or anything like that, or he's been compromised, man, because I've been through that before. But it's like when you have the information, it's okay. It depends, Lotto, on what that is, bro. If a person see, in order for you to dry snitch, you have to have the information. Well, you have to have the information that what the person was doing out there, what type of particular crime he was doing, he or she was doing. So that's what's called like loose cannon. What loose cannon did, he was dry snitching and he was snitching. You know, so it depends on if a person, like say for instance, me and you hanging around each other right every day. So if me and you hanging around each other every day, and I have a platform like I have this right here or something like that, and what you was doing out there in the streets and telling your business, what you was doing out here in the streets, and I know that to be true, that's what you call dry snitch. Why did you back away? Why did I back away, P Brown? I became a Muslim, bro. I don't know. His brother, his twin brother's pretty cool. That's all I know about that. Yeah, Keith Thompson. I heard that. I heard what he said. But I heard what he said. But he wasn't. Only thing he was saying was he was just trying to make a point why he didn't believe Big U didn't tell on me. So I didn't have a problem with that, man. That's his own perception. That's his own belief. I don't care about all that, but you can't tell me about my own case. Can nobody tell me the shit that I went through in my own case? Can nobody tell me that? Because I know my case like a book. I can recite that stuff, brother, with my eyes closed 100 times. I don't deal with the negativity, bro. Respectfully, I don't care about it. Like I tell dudes, man, I don't care about. I don't care about a lot of shit, man, that goes on there. How you doing, James? Did you write that dissertation for me? If you wrote that dissertation, you can get that fade, bro. I told you. Uh, yeah, I believe the technology got these dudes built differently, Abe. Of course. You know, yeah, I know Keith Thompson. I know he think that. And that's his own opinion, bro. I don't care. That's what that is. But I know better. You wrote it? Yeah, I need it. When you found out he told on you that you want to do something. Nah, bro, not really. I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Like I said in my video, bro, it's like when I first got the paperwork, we homies, so eventually I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt off the gate, off the rip. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt because we homies. But it wasn't until I was in Calipatra and we was on the same yard, and then like 30 days later, I left that yard, and then he started coming and telling my ex comrades that I only had 5 years, and I told on him, and I was like, first I didn't believe that he said that, and then like another couple more homies came over there and started telling me that, and I was like, nah. So I just started showing them the paperwork, and I always wondered why he did that. You know, maybe he thought I had the paperwork. Maybe he thought I was gonna bust him out or something like that, man. But I wasn't that type of dude, man. I was loyal to that shit over there, bro. You know, in my naive, in my stupidity, uh, I was loyal to some shit that wasn't loyal to me and my family and shit like that. So that's why. Yeah, the police was real dirty back then, bro. Oh, you talking about light skinned Keystone? Man, me and Keystone was cool. We was tight, bro. I used to go to his house like every day, chill with him, play chess. He was a real cool brother, man. It's two Keystones. It's the first generation Keystone, the dark skinned Keystone. And that brother right there, he was always a real homie for us. Um, Especially me, F Bone, and other individuals. Cause we used to be broke on the block sometimes. We'll go over him and Nelgy house, and they'd just put us down. They just give us stuff and stuff like that. And that's what them brothers did, man. The generation before for me, they looked out for us, brother. You know, in a real way. You know, so I got found guilty of the conspiracy charge, and he didn't get found guilty of the conspiracy charge. And they used his statements in the trial. Um, they used his statements in the trial to basically say that we had possession of the drugs, and that when that he should have never worked for me. That for the conspiracy charge. So that judge upheld them two statements up in there, and that's how they charged us basically with that case, bro. Because they really didn't have nothing from the gate, man. Because we understand how crooked the police was back then, and that's just what that was, bro. So that just what it was, man. It's just like I said, man. It's like you have to give your homie the benefit of the doubt from the gate. If you're a real member, if you rocking with your folks, because me and him had a good run. Me and that brother had a good run that whole year. We had a hell of a run. We touched a whole lot of money. We touched a whole lot of merchandise. Uh, Voice alone's giving me informative vibes. How I'm gonna be in a C1? How I'm gonna be an informant, bro, and I'm not in the lifestyle? See that's what I'm saying. You stupid. Reason and lie. You don't have no logic. Big Keystone. Yeah, because he's the original Keystone. The dark kin is Keystone, brother. He's the original Keystone, bro. Respectfully, you know. And you can't take away from his legacy, bro. From his resume. And sometimes, man, some people try to put the other one on top of him, and you never can do that, bro. I don't know, man. That's a type. What's up, Devin? Uh, Man, okay, you out of here, dude. Let me hold on. Let me get this dude out of here, bro. All right. Uh, what's up, Devin? Yeah, man. I've been moved on, bro. Because I'm telling you, brother. See, uh, Devin, I ain't did that man like shit. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I ain't did that. You ain't heard me talk about that, man. Right, right, right. Exactly. That's what he did, Pete Brown. Um, so that's what he did, and brothers don't understand that me and that brother fallout became after I left that yard. So when he started doing that, when you're a rat in the penitentiary, brother, you might not survive up in there. Hey, Devin. Hey, hey, bro. Let me explain something to you, bro. If you don't hear me speak on it, if you don't hear me say anything about it, you don't hear me articulate something, bro. Um, that's not what that is, bro. That stuff been like that. That stuff been out there like that long time ago. Right. So he said it's dumb, Shane. Done dirty. Yeah. So that just what that is, bro. But um, you got to understand, man, that us as a people, you gotta you it's like, bro, it's like when you moving on, it's like, okay, I hear brothers like be my age, they be saying they not a gay. They be saying, look, I'm not a gang member, I'm not a gang banger, but I'm a member. Okay, if you a member, you still can get the same bullshit as the gang bangers do. If you a part of something, if you associate with them dudes, if they get caught up in a RICO, if they get caught up in investigation or anything like that, bro, it's nothing wrong with saying, okay, man, I done ran my course with that shit, and I'm gonna be, I'm gonna step to the side, and I'm gonna be who I am as my parents raised me. It's nothing wrong with that, bro. There's, to me, Devin, there's no difference, because you're still attaching yourself to that legacy. I'm not attaching myself to that legacy, even though I have a history over there. I think my legacy and my history over there, brother, is something that can be spoke on, and people can see that that shit is trash, and it get you somewhere you don't want to be. Hey, Keith Thomas, I don't know. Hey, bro, that for the life of me, I don't know why he did that, bro. I don't know why Big U took that boy up on it. I have an idea. I have an idea because of my little brother's case. I have an idea, like, because they saved that brother. That dude saved him. If you go on my old channel, you'll see all that paperwork, and you read it, it'll blow you away, and then you'll understand why he took that boy up on the way. Um, I don't think I think some of the youngsters are listening to some of the OGs. I think a lot of them youngsters are not listening to the OGs. It's like a 50-50 type thing. No, I don't know, like, but he knew Zeus was retarded in the crash dump. You stupid. Yeah, man. You know what? And a lot of people be talking about karma, right? I'm gonna tell you about karma, bro. Karma is when you continue to do the same stuff over and over and over and over and over and over again, and you're gonna sit there and get the same results. But if you move away, like, from that karma, you start doing something else other than what you was doing in your previous lifestyle or something like that, brother, you can divert yourself from bad karma, bro. Yeah, I think my brother coming on for sure. Right. So that's your answer right there, Keith Thomas. So it don't take a rocket science to figure this stuff out, man. When certain things have been done, like back doors, because you got back doors in every section. You got rats in every section. Um, you got informants in every section. You have all these type of just gang banging culture entities in every section. It's just not one section. It's all around the whole world, bro. Throughout the whole United States ghettos. One more question. Hey, Devin, we for the life of me, bro. I don't know why they still. I don't. We don't know why, bro. Nah, you don't need no drama from me, James. Mm-mm. You can go get that stuff from somebody else. Go to the rest of them dudes and get that drama. Right, right. That's right, Abe. That's what it does. You don't need no drama from me, bro. James is stupid. What's up, LBC Finance? What's up, brother? How you doing? Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. It's like, man, it's like, bro, you dudes is crazy, man. It's like, man, dudes be holding on to that shit, man, thinking that shit gonna give him $1 billion, brother. Yeah, he gonna come home to that, bro, for sure. And I'm gonna have my hand out because I didn't put a lot of money in that boy, man, trying to get home. Nat Turner, do you know if Gummy from Hoover actually got millions? Yeah, he got millions in settlement. Yeah, bro, he did. And I don't know what he did with his money, so you gotta ask him about that. So he did get looked out. Do you think Big U has a fighting chance? I don't know, P Brown. That's kind of hard, bro. I think he might beat a couple of counts, but man, it just the overall, I can't see it, man. I didn't read that paperwork so much, so many times, bro. It's like, man, it's like he's cooked, man. They got him cooked, man. I was like, man, I'm talking about, bro. I've been reading. You scrolling tell Cam Mac. Why you scrolling tell Mac? What you say to Cam Mac, bro? Uh, hey, bro, you never know what somebody have in their arsenal. Shakur, you never know, bro. You never know, man. Do you know how much information, brother, that I have, all the shit that I didn't seen, brother, growing up, man, being around that section that I have stored in my brain and I just don't say nothing about, bro. Ain't never gonna say nothing about it. Yeah, she. Yeah, you're right, James. You're absolutely right about that, bro. You know. Oh, you. Yeah, he don't. But you're right. Right, right. Off topic. How many years before you started wearing red after you stopped banging or did you always wear red? You want perspective? I started wearing red when I started getting to the bag, bro. I think that was like 1988, 89, 90. When we started having money, we didn't care about what color we wore then. Right, right, exactly. That's right, Abe. So, um, red just a color, man. You know, it look good too, man. It look good if you mix it with red, black, or whatever it is, bro. It's it doesn't matter. The colors don't make you who you are. And like I tell a lot of brothers, I see a lot of brothers when I go to the mass gym and all that type of stuff. They be all um, they be in all their gear and all that stuff, bro. And I be like, bro, the clothes and the gear don't make you who you are. It's who you are as a man. You know. He said you don't know Motor Mouse. Chief Thomas said. He said you don't know Motor. I don't know Motor Mouse. You're absolutely right. It's three brothers that I never met. Motor Mouse, Mel Rock, and Mumpy. Big Mumpy. I'm not from there either, bro. I'm not from there either. I ain't been up from over there for like 34 years. Cam Mac, no, I don't know Motor Miles. I told him that. Right, right. I'm telling you, bro. Oh man. Yeah, I remember Shark. To get a view of this story is amazing, bro. Information on this channel, respect. Right, that's right, Moral. So it's like, man, it's like when you have a story or you've been a part of some history. I be watching these dudes tell the story sometimes, and I'll be like, dude, that ain't happened. What are you talking about? Sometimes dudes put too much on it. Sometimes dudes leave information out. Sometimes if they don't do nothing, I was listening. I was looking at Odie Slim this morning, and he was ranting, raving about 600, and I was laughing because he really don't know. He really don't have a clue, bro. But it's all entertainment for them dudes, bro. It's all they get into that bag. I see what they do. They try to get to the bag. They use misinformation. They try to go at certain dudes to get dudes certain reactions and stuff like that. Because a lot of brothers, man, they don't go out and put real content out, meaning that they never been in the trenches. They don't have past stories where they can talk about certain things, certain legacies, and know certain type of individuals. They don't go inside certain type of neighborhoods and do hood vlogs or stuff like that. They just be reactionary. They'll just grab what they can off the internet and they react to it, and they'll try to place themselves in that situation at that very moment. You know, And that's what these dudes do. That's what I have learned, bro. Yeah. So that's what I have learned, dealing with these dudes, analyzing these dudes, watching these dudes, and a lot of them they lie like crazy, bro, and they ain't got a problem, like, and they be high as a motherfucker, you know. Was Mona Mouse in general the CCO? Yes, he was. P. Brown, my partner from LA, who stayed in Austin. Well, James, I don't know about that, man. We don't know about that, bro. I believe the man got a lawyer put on the set, Tuesday, lost to the grave, plantation by next Friday. The cycle continue. Right, Tennessee. That's what it is, bro. That's what it is, bro. I'm telling you, man. Bro, I try to encourage, everybody, cause if anybody can relate what I'm talking about, that he used to be a member, or he's still a member, or ex-member, or something like that, bro. And if you can relate, bro, that we cannot glorify that shit. We cannot glorify the 4800s, the penitentiary. You can't glorify that, brother. We need to be grateful and thankful we survived that shit, brother. It's like, man, if you glorify that shit, man, it's like you worship it. You worshiping that shit. I used to be like this. I used to be like that. I was this and I was that. Man, you can't beat me. Nah, bro. You don't know. It's like, man, I was stupid ass, young black ass, stupid ass nigga, and mess around, got caught up and went to the penitentiary, man, and missed 17 years of my kids' life, brother. And I had to come home and play catch up. And I had to get help from other individuals to play catch up, man. I never used to have to do that. So you never want to put yourself um in a particular type of bind, man, where you gotta, leave your kids out here to fend for themselves, or you leave your family out here to fend for yourself. You come home, your parents might be dead, and all type of real stuff, bro. You stop trolling Cam, man, little. Hey, bro. Loose cannon is the biggest brat. Let's see. Right. You ain't lying, bro. You're right, Frank. Yeah, I'm going to six. I'm going to his fight, bro. LA Finance. I'm going. Yep. Hey, bro, your Asian Islamic brother could learn quite a bit from you. Nah, brother, in Islam, Allah says, brother, there's no compulsion. And it's like, in the way the brothers taught me how to deal with people, bro, it's like through your demonstration, man. You know, Assalamu alaikum, I never banged, but yes, I survived it. I grew up in 71st in Bloodline, Kansas. Oh, yeah, 71st Bloodline, Kansas. Oh, yeah, you was right there, bro. Yeah, 71st in Kansas. Yeah, you was right there. I remember. Yeah, you was right there. I think Keystone them had a spot right there on 65th in Kansas and stuff like that. Something like that over there. Yeah, bro. We all survived that era, bro. And I tell dudes, man, um, it's always a alhamdulillah that you survived that. And you know what? When you go through stuff and you get to a particular point, you respect and appreciate that you went through whatever you went through, because you to be the person that you are now today. If that make any sense to you guys. If I would have never probably went to the penitentiary, or if I would have still been out there doing what I was doing, ain't no telling what I'd probably be dead somewhere, kicking up daisies, or ain't no telling where I'd be at. But now that I went and came and I found myself, by the grace and mercy, alhamdulillah, but now I am who I am today. So I don't mind that. I don't take that back. But I take that gang shit though. It made me realize that shit was stupid, because what you do is You take yourself outside that tunnel and you stand outside that tunnel and you look in the tunnel and you see the same shit going over and over and over again, the same cycle just repeating itself over and over again. And you don't want to get caught up in that. Yeah, he don't know that, brother. That's right, brother. Alhamdulillah, shukran for that. Lou's trying to get back to his girl in the war. Yeah. Hey, P Brown, that's what he's trying to do. Hey, bro. See, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. This dude, Lou's Cannon, he's doing what he's supposed to do. He's trying to get back home to his family, bro. I think like a couple of million, Devin. That's right, Shakur. That's right. A real banger tell the youngsters not to bang. Right. Them real bangers will tell you, bro, you don't want to do that. If you got this, see, this is for the youngsters, man. If you got a big homeboy and he telling you to go out there and do some stupid shit, he don't give a shit about you, bro. Period. There's no love. There's no nothing. Now, if you got a big homeboy telling you, man, go sit your ass down somewhere, man. Go get a trade. Go get a job. Go do this. Go to school. Go do that. He's the one that care about you, bro. Nah, Frank. Right. Exactly. That's right, Tennessee. So that's when you dealing with the youngsters, like the big home. I wish I had big homies like that, because it was just like they was young when that stuff came out. They didn't know no better. We inherited that bullshit. We didn't know no better, but they know better now. So they still kicking the same thing that I'll be talking about. Them older brothers older than me, they don't want brothers going to the penitentiary, bro. They don't want brothers going up in there suffering like that, bro. That's a hellhole, bro. You go up in there, bro, and you don't even know if you're gonna even come up out that joint, man. You know? So yeah, Frank, he should have. Um, brother, you don't know if you never gonna come home, man. I'm telling you, bro, man. It's like when I see the brothers that had life that's out here now, I be ecstatic, man, because I remember I used to see them brothers, man, and you can see that they had no hope until they started letting dudes out. And when they started letting dudes out and they started getting to the lower levels, they had hope, man, and they mess around and they did what they had to do and they got up out the penitentiary, bro. He said in Detroit you had some weak big homies. Yeah, bro, you got weak big homies everywhere, brother. I don't care what United States ghetto it is, bro. You have dudes that betrayed to be tough, dudes that betrayed to be a staunch type individuals. But they be straight cowards. They be busters. They be weak, man. I've seen a lot of brothers, man, go to the penitentiary with these high powered names, bro, and they get up in there, they be straight busters, bro. I'm talking about straight. You be looking at these dudes, be like, man, it's like but you have dudes hide with these reputations. They be hiding behind their crew, like they homies. You know, they be hiding behind these dudes, man, but they can't stand alone by themselves, bro. I don't know why they not telling them that, bro. They telling them that now, but they wasn't telling them that when we was growing up. Yeah, they was bullies, and a lot of bullies. I done seen a lot of bullies get killed though. You know, it's a lot of stuff, man, that I see that went on. Um, in my experience, man, with dudes, it's like this, bro. It was like, man, it's like this, bro. If one of them youngsters came around me and I know he wasn't strong like that, bro, I always try to safeguard them brothers, man. Because if a brother's not strong like that, you supposed to teach him how to be strong. You don't prey on that dude, you know. And it's like, man, I've seen that a lot, especially when I was in the county and I seen some of them brothers came up in there. You can tell they were scared. You can tell they didn't know what was going on. And I used to just take them up on the wing, man. I used to sit there and school them, talk to them and stuff like that, man. I used to make them work out and stuff like that, bro. Get their strength up and things of that nature, man. Mind their own business. If you want to make it through up in here, mind your own business. Don't, and then if it's one of the homies came up in there trying to push up on the dude, like, man, who is you? I ain't never seen you, and you this and you that. And I used to be on their bumper. I was like, man, get up off of them, bro. Because if you're a part of a group, a part of an organization, or part of anything, bro, the job is to safeguard everybody around you, bro. You know. So that would that be, man. You don't press on your own, man, just because you wanna feel that you somebody bigger and better than them. Nah, you press on the other individuals that's not in your particular type of community, or you press on the other individuals that's a part of a particular type of race or something like that. I didn't know that, P Brown. I didn't know they found that brother like that, man. But the object is, bro, you teach these youngsters, how to survive, and that's the thing. Because I'm gonna tell you like this, man, if you prey on a lot of people, man, especially them youngsters like that, bro, they can become your worst enemy, man. They won't never forget that. You can be somewhere, man, and you can get older, and they gain a little confidence, and they'll remember that you used to fuck over them. They might blow your head off somewhere in the alley somewhere, bro. Yeah, his daddy was like a sherm head. Um, smoked like 2 or 3 sticks a day. And I think that had like a toll on them kids. Uh, he had to be fucking slow. He had to be slow, bro. It's like when you tell on somebody, why would you go back inside that neighborhood? They gunned him down. Did you know they gunned Louis Cannon Daddy down? They gunned him down, but he had a bulletproof vest on, a standard police 77 bulletproof vest on up under his clothes. And they gunned his ass down. They tried to kill him over there, bro. Then that's when he left. After that, he left. But he had told and still came back over there. I was like, this dude, that dude. I was in jail when that happened, but I was heard about it, and I was like, damn, man, that dude. I was like, damn, that dude was bold as a mug, man. That bulletproof vest saved him though. Yeah, that bulletproof vest saved that brother, man. He should be grateful for that. And you know what? That brother, be honest with you, man, that brother really need to look at himself, man, on how he lied on so many brothers, man. He got him in the pen. He lied on 4 different brothers and got him in the penitentiary, bro. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's right. Long Beach fine as he is, and they both lie. They be lying, telling like a mug. They just lie so much, both of them, man. It's just unbelievable, bro. No, Devin. Yeah, he told on this case he in jail. His father in jail for. You had like 3 other brothers was on that case, right? And one of them got picked up. He was from gangsters at that time. He not a, he, I don't. He's not a gang member right now. So he was from gang. And he stayed down. He didn't say nothing. Man, they got that dude Nutty up in there. That nigga, and Nutty was the one that did everything. He went up in there and he started telling on everybody else but himself. He started to try to get in front of what happened. And them dudes was and one of them youngsters. He didn't go for that, so the youngster went in there and told on him, and the DA and everything. They were like, "Oh man, get your ass up!" And they gave his ass a death penalty. So he would still be on death row if they never condemned death row. Understand that, right? He'll still be on death row. Right now, he's in Folsom on a 50-50 yard, and the reason he's on a 50-50 yard is because he's on psych meds. He's telling everybody he's on the main line, but he's not on the main line. See, Lil Feet is up there as well in Folsom. He's not over there with Lil Feet. He's over there on the 50-50 yard. Lil Feet is on the main line. So, you know, if that's some information you guys can use like that, man, because when you on high meds, the main line is, bro, is like where there's no snitches, uh, general population. The 50-50 yard, you have snitches, you have people on hot meds, um, you got rapists and all that type of stuff. He's on one of them type of yards. The general population don't have that. And then right now, you guys got to realize that the general population yards are few. It's only a few of them left. And what they doing is they starting to make every yard a 50-50 yard. The CDC saying, okay, y'all want to go home? Show us y'all want to go home. So they putting them, bro, because I had a couple of brothers call me. They be like, hey, man, they trying to send me to this 50-50 yard. I'm finna go to level 3. I was like, no. I said, you finna come home, right? Yeah, man, I'm finna come home. What's the problem? Come home. You ain't got to go over there and deal with them dudes. Just come home. But you don't want to, just because you don't want your pride to get in the way to stop you from getting your freedom. And I think that's the stupidest thing in the world, man. Where if they forcing you to go, man, go. You ain't gotta mess with them dudes. Just make sure you maintain your discipline. Make sure you be in a particular area where you need to be, where you ain't gotta fall up under the traps of all that other bullshit or the penitentiary politics and all that old bullshit and come home, man. Can you live in California and not be in a gang? Yeah, bro, you can. It's a lot of dudes can live in California. It's not in gang, bro. There's so many dudes. It's crazy. You know how big California is, bro? He said he rather do live. He's an old Folsom. Yeah, you can live in a neighborhood. My son grew up in the '60s, bro. My son Squares, Delaware. My son is Squares all outdoors, bro. When I came home, man, and I always give credit to his mother because his mother was on his bumper. And I seen him when I came home. He was taller than me. He was playing basketball. And I be I was looking at that boy, and I was like, man, this boy total opposite of me, man. When I came home, but I was loving that. I appreciate it. I respect her on a high level for that. Cause my son was grew up right there in that. And he never was my son think that shit is so stupid, it's unbelievable. My son, he called me and be talking about that stuff. You like, Dad, they stupid. He said, why do they do that? He said, why they still doing that? He said that shit is stupid. Yeah, so you can grow up in a neighborhood, bro, and not be from a gang, bro. Period. It's a lot of brothers grow up in neighborhoods, not be from a gang. Long, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. If you know how it is in the United States ghettos, bro. You know how you grow up in the United States ghetto, bro. Yeah, they bet they man, hey Devin, dude, bet not, man. Yeah, no, but not only that, but she married one of them dudes, so. And that's probably what the case. But you couldn't touch one of my kids, bro. Period. I'll be back in the penitentiary. Touch one of mine. That's on some real shit. I wouldn't give a shit about doing no time. You fuck with my family, bro. I'm gonna show you how to hunt a dude down if you mess with my family. You know. But it's like you have guys grow up in them neighborhoods, bro. And as long as you know the members, because you're gonna sometimes you grow up with the members and they be your friends when you be a kid, but they turn out to be a member and you don't, and you get passes like that. you know Dudes will see you, be like, what's up, man? Oh, that's such and such. He stay over there, stuff like that. So You can always get around that. It's your choice, bro, to do and be what you want to be, man. Sometimes a lot of brothers get peer pressure. Sometimes a lot of brothers don't know what the hell they doing or know what they're talking about. But the strong ones, they don't get involved into something that they don't want to get involved into. You know. Assalamu alaikum, brother. Hey, brothers, I'm finna get out of here, man. I got a long day tomorrow. You brothers be safe. Be careful. Assalamu alaikum.